Hello and welcome back to another mod spotlight. I'm Exterminator and thanks for joining me again. So this spotlight is going to be on the mod Resource Monitor. It's a pretty simple mod, but very useful, very good to have and use. So this will probably just be a pretty quick video. There's not that much to it, but I think it definitely deserves a spotlight because it is it's pretty awesome. So as the name would suggest, pretty much it allows you to monitor your resource patches, like seeing how much is left in them, and then how fast they're depleting. And you can do it with all, like, you can have multiple ones at once. You can do it with oil. It's really pretty cool. So first of all, you have to research it, which is pretty cheap. You can get it pretty early on if I can find it here. Here we go. So it's just 100 red and 100 green science, 30 seconds, and it just unlocks the little device here, which we have made, which is pretty cheap. 10 circuits, 20 cables. That's pretty dang cheap. So you have it in your hotbar and you select it, and then what you do is you go to whatever resource patch you want to have it monitor. So let's say this one here. That apparently didn't work. Why are you not working? There we go. Alrighty. It's a little finicky, but, and you can see some of them aren't highlighted. I think this is just a graphical bug. I'm not sure. I can't seem to get this to change. I don't know if it is actually a bug, but I mean, the mod actually hasn't really been updated by the developer in a little while, but I mean, it still works pretty much. So what you select it, and then you can see it highlights it, so you know you have it, and then you can name it. So I'm just going to say Iron Patch 1, and you do add. Now what you can do is, if you want, you can add it to an existing monitor. So say there was like a little part of iron like right down here where my mouse is, then I could add it, select that as well, and add it to this patch if I wanted to. But I don't want to add this to anything, so I'm just going to click add, and then it has the name, the type of ore that you're monitoring, the amount that is left. That's 205,000, and then average speed ore per minute. It says 99. I think it takes a little bit to update. If you go over here to your settings, you have these other options. So you can select, tell it to display resource type, tell it to display ore type, or ore amount rather, sorry, display remove button, show average speed, show notification if only 10% left, which is really nice. It'll like pop up and tell you when there's only 10% left. And then this will actually pop up and tell you once it's gone, which is really cool. And then if you just do set update interval, this is how often it like updates for the amount that's left and how much you're mining a minute. So if we go OK, so we're really actually not mining that much. I think this is so you can see it's going up, so it takes a little bit to actually like collect all the data. We should be mining it faster than this, so it'll probably continue to climb. But yeah, so then what you can do, well, you can minimize this, which is really cool, and it's just kind of up here, and then you can open it again. So if we go find another resource patch, let's go to our little copper area up here. Are we really only mining that much? I suppose that's possible. So then if we go up here and we do, now this, since it's kind of separated, it may not select the entire thing. And again, it gets a little finicky. There we go. Okay, see, so that is, I think, a graphical error, because this isn't highlighted as blue, but it says I already selected it. So I think it still groups it with all of this. That's just a graphical error, which hopefully developer fixes. I did post in there about that. So let's go ahead and do copper patch 1. And we'll go ahead and add it. We don't want to add it to the iron one, obviously. And there's only 74,000 left in this one here. And then I really do. I find it kind of hard to believe we're only mining 480 something ore a minute from this patch over here. And then, again, this takes a little bit. This just give it a few minutes for this to catch up. But I mean, I suppose that's possible. Oh yeah, I mean, I suppose it is. Because these really don't actually mine that fast. And 500 is a decent amount. And you can actually see, part of the thing is that this is backed up, so like this guy's not mining. So yeah, that is, I mean, that's really all there is to it, guys. It's pretty straightforward. Again, it gets a little bit finicky selecting things, it seems, but other than that, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's not something that's like, it's not one of those mods that's just like you're gonna use like constantly like while you're actually playing, but you can either have it up or just minimize it and just, you know, check once in a while, or just simply use it just for it to tell you when your stuff has run out. Because that's really nice, you know, if you're really busy and not paying attention, then you can, you know, see when your stuff runs out. And if we go find, let me like take this guy up, because liquids, we should be able to select a liquid. There we go. And then so it doesn't really put a highlight, but as long as this pops up, you should be able to see it. So let's just say oil test 1 and add new oil monitor. Yes. Now what was that 750 I saw? So crude oil, total yield, and number of wells 1. So obviously this doesn't give you like how much a minute, because that's just the yield and it doesn't account for speed modules in mining it. But I'm actually interested what exactly, I'm pretty sure I saw a 700 here amount. 750. No, I think that's just kind of a default number it throws in there. But yes, you can do it with oil too, which is pretty nice. And I'm not sure if it actually works with non-vanilla resources, like if you're playing with Ditech or something. I don't see why it wouldn't, to be honest. But yeah, so I mean that's really just about it. It's pretty cool. You can just kind of monitor how fast you're mining things, how much is left. You can see these have depleted a little bit, the total amount. So that 500 and something a minute is actually probably accurate. We have a little train backup here because I have a cargo wagon, but I think that is going to wrap it up, guys. So let's just go back over it. You can set your intervals. I just leave it at 10 seconds. I don't really think it hurts, and I kind of just like to be up to date as much as possible. And I mean, really, I don't see a reason to not have all these checked, especially the 10% one and the depleted notification, because that's, I think, really one of the main reasons you would want to use this, so you actually know, like, when there's 10% left. That way you can be like, oh crap, okay, I need to go get more resources. So oh look, there's actually an oil well over here. So yeah, let's test it just on one here that is not depleted. So if we go here, select that, you can see amount. Now I don't really know what this number here means. Really what you want though is just this, and obviously it will tick down too as you start using up the oil. So oil 2, let's just say, and do that. Wow, that was a little close. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I hope this was helpful, and I will be doing more of these for sure. I'm not quite sure what the next one will be, but if you have suggestions for a mod you would like spotlighted, then definitely leave that down in the comments. And if you have any further questions about this, also leave that in the comments, and I will try my best to answer it. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and take care.